This is the kind of cooking that really helps me unwind. A bit of contemplative chopping at the beginning, and then nothing more than a bit of stove-side stirring, plus the prospect of a fabulous dinner. It starts with a little olive oil, nothing fancy, not extra virgin olive oil. In go the onions. I'm going to try and cook them fairly low so they really become sweet and soft and sort of add body to the stew. I call this my fear-free fish stew because I do think that cooking fish can be frightening. You feel like you've got one point in the whole cooking process to get it right, and then if it's overcooked, it's such a waste. So I cook the sauce, and then I just have to drop the fish in at the last moment, and it cooks gently. It won't overcook, and it turns it from being stressful to being like the most relaxing thing I can think of cooking. Well, those cook gently. Aha, coriander. I'm using, first of all, the stems, because if the stems are tender, you can use them, you get another layer of flavour and you're not wasting them. And since I'm waiting for the onions, I'm going to get my spices together. So some ground cumin. And then going on to a bit of ground ginger. Warmth, a lot of warmth here. And then some turmeric, which apart from giving that gorgeous golden colour, also gives a slightly sharp edge. And, of course, heat, hot smoked paprika. And this may sound a bit odd, but just a bit of cinnamon. And some mace. God, I think mace is so underused. It comes from, what is it, like the overcoat on nutmeg. So it has some of that coziness of nutmeg, but it's much more lemony. Very beautiful colours. It's like an artist's palette, really. See, look, the onions have really softened, beginning to go pale gold and caramelly. First thing I need to add, some orange zest. Just seems to make everything sing. Now for my chopped coriander stalks, which hit the pan fragrantly. Then I grate in garlic. Followed by ginger, stirring everything together. Last, my aromatics. A beautiful bowl of spices. But I know, cut the sweet potatoes a bit like dolly mixtures, but it's for a reason. I want the sweetness, but I also want them to add body and thicken the sauce. They also really temper the acidity of the tomatoes. And, you know, cooking life, everything, balance. I half-fill the empty tomato tins with cold water and swill them out into the pan. I don't want to waste even a bit of flavour. I add a little tomato puree for depth, followed by a glinting drizzle of honey. Then I squeeze in half my zested orange and sprinkle in salt. Generous with salt. The tomatoes really need it. Don't be timid. This is a fear-free fish stew. Be bold with your seasoning. Now that it's beginning to bubble, all I have to do is let it simmer covered gently until the flavours have really mellowed and the sweet potatoes are soft. You can use any firm white fish for this, and I've got here a beautiful piece of cod, which I cut into bite-sized pieces, then drop into the simmering sauce. The key to keeping the fish lusciously tender is to cook it gently with the lid on for 3 to 5 minutes before leaving the pan to stand uncovered and off the heat for a couple more. I absolutely love the drama of Black Venus rice with this, and it's easy enough to cook in a saucepan. In fact, you can cook it like pasta. As you can see, I have gone the rice cooker route. Ready to go ladling. Perfect. The fish looks so tender. Just luscious. Okay, I'm being greedy. It's too much. Oh dear. I feel suffused with calm, and I haven't even started eating it yet.